Crop Production and Management, Class 8th Science, Part 1. In this lesson, we are going to learn a detailed account on different agricultural practices, how to produce or yield more food grains through modern agricultural techniques, how to implement eco-friendly organic farming methods, how to promote mixed crop cultivation, and why should we give priority for crop rotation methods to develop soil fertility. These are the learning outcomes that we can expect from this lesson. Already we learned about agricultural practices in lower classes. As per the lesson from the beginning of the paragraph, first paragraph, here Pahel and Bujo went to their uncle's house during the summer vacation. Their uncle is a farmer. One day they saw some tools like a kurpi, sickle, shovel, plow, etc. in the field. As per the information given here, uncle of these two children is a farmer. We know what farmer uses to harvest the crops in his field. Tools are mentioned here, 4 tools. Let us see the pictures of those 4 tools mentioned here in this paragraph: kurpi, sickle, shovel, plow. So many of us know about the usage of these tools, and at the same time Bujo has a doubt on these tools. He is asking, I want to know where and how we use these tools. Let us give answer on our own as per the question asked by this Bujo. The mentioned tools are used in the agricultural or crop field. Kurpi is used to spread the soil and to remove the weeds. Sickle is used for cutting or threshing the crop. Shovel is used to dig the small pits and to move the loose soil from one place to another. Plow is used to turn and break up soil, to bury crop residues, and to help control weeds. So these are the brief idea on the usage of the 4 tools mentioned here in this paragraph. So kurpi for removal of unwanted plants, sickle for cutting, shovel for digging small pits and moving loose soil, plow for breaking up the soil and to bury crop residues, etc. So every lesson we come across with some questions in between the content. Those questions are called in-text questions, which help us to make us to understand the content very easily, and they help us to go deep into the detailed account of the any content or topic given in each lesson. That's why we should mind that in-text questions. We have to give answers on our own for those questions by utilizing the knowledge that we acquired, that we got in the lower classes. In-text questions play a key role in understanding the content given in each and every lesson. That's why let us give priority to in-text questions while learning the topic. You have learned that all living organisms require food. Plants can make their food themselves. Can you recall how green plants synthesize their own food? Animals, including humans, cannot make their own food. So, where do animals get their food from? But first of all, why do we have to eat food? Here in this paragraph, we are observing 3 questions, in-text questions. So, by utilizing our previous knowledge, we can answer them very easily. How plants make their food? In what way humans obtain food? And why should we eat food? Let us know the answers for these questions. Green plants synthesize their food by the process of photosynthesis. Some animals get their food from plants. Those animals are called herbivores. And some get from other animals, which are called carnivores. And some animals get their food both from animals and plants, which are called omnivores. And another question given in the paragraph, why do we have to eat food? Yeah, we have to eat food to derive, to get energy and to carry out various body functions. These are the answers, relevant answers for the three in-text questions given in the paragraph what we read. Let us go through that next paragraph of the lesson. You already know that energy from the food is utilized by organisms for carrying out their various body functions, such as digestion, respiration, and excretion. We get our food from plants or animals or both. If you observe the first sentence of this paragraph, that is a relevant answer for the question which is given in the previous paragraph. Why do we have to eat food? Already we gave an answer on our own, but this is the textual answer. When energy is derived in the body of an organism, that energy is utilized for various bodily functions, digestion, conversion of food into juices, respiration, while breathing, energy is utilized, and for excretion, while elimination of waste material from the body, energy is utilized. Not only these, other bodily systems utilize energy that is derived from the food materials that organisms take. If you think about man does the same kind of biological process. Now we get our food from the plants or animals or both. So this sentence tells us that man belongs to omnivorous. Omnivorous organisms obtain food both from plants and as well as animals. Here, Buji is asking one more question. Since we all need food, how can we provide food to a large number of people in our country? Let us frame an answer for the question asked by Buju. Here is the answer in a brief manner. We can provide more food by harvesting and yielding food grains on a large scale within available crop land. So this is the answer we can design. I think so many of us have various types of answers. Here for the question of Bijo, Paheli is answering food has to be produced on a large scale. What the answer we gave just now, the same kind of answer has come from Paheli. In order to provide food for a large population, regular production, proper management, and distribution is necessary. Let us find the importance of this little paragraph. Three issues are mentioned to provide for a large population. To meet a demand of food provision for every human being in our country, these three issues should be highlighted. Regular production, regular food production, proper management, distribution of food. Regular food production, that means producing food grains throughout the entire year based on the climatic conditions, based on the growth of the variety of crop plants. Proper management means after producing food grains while distributing throughout the country, across the country, proper management should be implemented. And distribution, so the way we distribute the food grains, making to reach each and every citizen of India. Before going to learn about various agricultural practices, let us know about how agriculture was born in the ancient period. Till 10,000 BCE, people were nomadic. Nomadic means people were wandering in groups from place to place in search of food and shelter. They ate raw fruits and vegetables and started hunting animals for food. Later, they could cultivate land and produce rice, wheat, and other food crops. Thus was born agriculture. This is a brief history about how that agriculture was originated on this planet. Before knowing that agricultural practices, crop is the part of agricultural practices. Here is the definition of crop. When plants of the same kind are cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called a crop. For example, crop of wheat means that all the plants grown in a field are that of wheat. Another example, crop of paddy means that all the plants grown in a field are that of paddy. As such, we can take other crop plants also. You already know that crops are of different types like cereals, vegetables, and fruits. These can be classified on the basis of the season in which they grow. We know the seasons: rainy season, winter season, and a summer season. These three seasons influence varying in growth of different types of plants. And India is a vast country. The climatic conditions like temperature, humidity, and rainfall vary from one region to another. That means the presence of humidity, temperature, and rainfall is not uniform across the country. In certain regions of the country with less humidity, and certain parts with more, and temperature is in some regions of India has high, and in some regions it is low, and the percentage of rainfall in certain areas of country is more compared to some remaining regions. During rainy season, we will have sufficient rain. That is seen only in certain states of our country. Accordingly, there is a rich variety of crops grown in different parts of the country. Rich variety of the crops means paddy, wheat, cotton, sugarcane, cereals, spices, vegetables, pulses, etc. Paddy grows all over India. Wheat grows in northern cool climatic regions, and cotton, sugarcane, everywhere else we find. So, if you go to Kashmir or Himalayan mountain region, you find more apple plantations. So, variety of crops, and our country shows diversity in cultivation of different crop plants. What diversity means variation in growth of the plants, different types of plants in different regions. Despite this diversity, two broad cropping patterns can be identified. What is meant by broad cropping patterns? As we discussed, climatic conditions influence the growth of variety of crop plantations. Those climatic conditions influence the classification of cropping patterns, which are called KHARIF and RABI. These KHARIF and RABI cropping patterns are influenced by climatic conditions, regions, area of our country. Now let us know KHARIF crops. What is KHARIF crops? The crops which are sown in the rainy season are called KHARIF crops. The rainy season in India is generally from June to September. It is nothing but monsoon season. We say that monsoon season. So during this period, farmers prefer to grow paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, sugarcane, cotton, etc. So what we mentioned here are the crop plants belong to Kharif season crops. And next season, Rabi crops. The crops grown in the winter season are called Rabi crops. Rabi season occurs from October to March. Examples of Rabi crops: wheat, gram, pea, mustard, and linseed. We can add oat, broccoli, almond, etc. also, which are grown in this winter season, commonly called Rabi crops or Rabi season crops. Besides these, pulses and vegetables are grown during summer at many places. Let us say watermelon, gourds. Gourds means ridge gourd, bitter gourd, etc. Mango, fruits, sapota, etc. are grown in summer season. These are the crops which are grown other than in Kharif and Rabi crop seasons. Now let us see the pictures of some of the crops which are grown in Kharif season. Paddy. I mean rice, groundnut, sugarcane, maize, that is sweet corn, soya beans. These are few examples of Kharif season crops. Now let us see the pictures of some of the Rabi season crops: wheat, oat, chickpea, mustard, almond, broccoli. I would like to convey you some of the expected questions which may be asked in the any assessment or examination. Coming from the question 1, define the following Kharif crops and Rabi crops. You can write very easily. The definitions are given directly in the lesson about Kharif and Rabi crops. Explain the terms Kharif season and Rabi season. Give suitable examples of crops that grow in the mentioned seasons. We have to write detailed account on these two crop seasons given in our lesson. Two paragraphs are there. One paragraph for crop Kharif season, another paragraph for Rabi season. You can write as it is to give complete answer for this second question. Third one, what is a crop? Definition is given in the lesson. And the fourth question, what are the broad cropping patterns that are implemented in India? Answer is two broad cropping patterns, Kharif and Rabi crops. Fifth question, which factors influence the Kharif and Rabi seasons in India? Answer, climatic conditions, humidity, rainfall, and temperature. Sixth question, what questions will you ask your teacher to know more about Kharif and Rabi seasons? This question belongs to questioning and hypothesis academic standard. You can replace the teacher with the farmer also. Examiner may mention any one of the persons, teacher, farmer, or any. Let us frame some of the questions. Why should we follow Kharif and Rabi seasons in our country? Another question. How do we grow the plants in Kharif and Rabi seasons? Another question. Why rice is grown only in Kharif season? Why wheat is grown only in Rabi season? This type of questions will be framed to get full answer for this question. I can continue this lesson as part 2. I hope you can follow all the lessons that I am going to post in the YouTube. Thank you very much.